Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. Today is Tuesday, March the 28th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, y'all, I'm going to have to go ahead and give this one, I'm going to give it an 8. It was solid. We see, okay, so Cameron comes in to his party, because they're doing a celebration because he's going off to college at Stanford. So they come into his party and he has Esme with him. And they're like, what's going on here? Spencer wants to start saying something. Laura's like, Esme, come on in. Let me help you and get you a spot with the baby. Let me help you with the baby. And so they're all talking or whatever. And as they're talking, Esme makes a little remark towards Elizabeth about not liking to be locked up. And Cameron says, "Listen, Esme, don't talk to my mama like that." And then on top of that, don't speak to her that way. And you said you were going to try to be a better person and be nice and be open. And Elizabeth said, no, it's okay. Esme, I want to apologize again for what I've done to you. And Cam went back to Esme and said, my mother just apologized. Don't you have something? I said, wait a minute. You need to stay. Karen wasn't playing no game. He said, I don't play about my mama. Esme told Elizabeth, I accept your apology. You should. All the stuff you did, girl, that little, she took care of you. Anyways, child. Elizabeth said, let me help you with your baby bag and all that kind of stuff. And she was like, thank you. So then Cameron talks to excuse me. So when Elizabeth leaves, Cameron lets Spencer and Laura know that Esme was actually out of the door. And so to watch her or get her so she wouldn't escape and try to leave with the baby, that's why he invited her to the party. So then we see Scott comes in, and he talks to Laura and he lets her know Liesl is still upset with him about everything. But he gonna make it up. He gonna try to, figure out a way to make this up to her or win her back and all that kind of hoopla. And he was like, what is Esme doing here? And that's one of the reasons why they got on about, Liesl being still upset with him because of all that. So then Elizabeth comes over and she tells Scott she's so sorry about this. He's like, no, it's not your fault. He was gonna help her out anyways. And he loves Cam, even though it's not blood related, he still loves Cam. So they're, just celebrating him and him, going off about his business. So then Josh and Trina talk and they can't believe, Cam is leaving and they don't know what they're gonna do. And then Trina says, why aren't no, Jocelyn says, where are Aiden and Jake? And Trina was like, oh, they're doing a private celebration at his in the morning for breakfast. And Josh was like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, y'all not gonna be that close of friends. I mean, he might have forgiven you, but you still with Dex, you still broke his heart, girl. So anyways, all the friends come together and, of course, Spencer is just like, oh, the baby shouldn't be with her. And he's also letting Cam know, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. And he said, you got Trina, you'll be all right. But Cam also said, y'all gotta, if y'all gonna do anything with Esme, y'all gotta try to be nice to her. So Joss goes over there and she speaks to Esme. And Esme apologizes to her. Well, no, she didn't actually apologize. She just told her she don't remember what she did about the whole revenge, the revenge porns, but she doesn't want to be that person again, and she's not that person again. And that's pretty much what it was with them. So then Cameron goes over there and talks to Esme, and she tells him that she's all alone. Like, even though there's a room full of people, she's alone. He said, you making it like this if you want help, because she's still thinking about leaving. He said, why? Where you gonna go? Who gonna help you take care of the age? You can't raise a baby by yourself. And she says, even with a room full of people, I'm still alone. And he said, you making yourself alone. Because even Jocelyn was like, she was like, the baby gets so heavy. Y'all, when that baby was sleeping, that is the sweetest looking baby. I don't care about, oh, the baby's so big. It's just, that's not a newborn baby. I don't care about none of that. That's a sweet looking baby. And everything. Here, girl, go ahead. Go. So, Cameron just told her, if you want help, you're going to have to be more trusting and trust people and be open to them. And so she was like, okay. And so they all get together. And again, Spencer says he's going to miss Cameron and everything. But I mean, this is the end of the group. It's just the one of the last scenes we'll see with all four of them together. So then Cameron is about to, get ready to head out, or Esme is about to head out because she says Laura says she's going to take her. And she says, it's so wrong that the one person who's been completely nice to me, doesn't want anything, is leaving. He said, girl, my grandma been real sweet to you. And she said, yeah, but she has arterial motives. And he said, my grandma's not like that. I said, baby, Cam is setting Esme straight every time you turn around. But see, what you did with Nicholas, because Esme is Esme. Whether she has her memory or not, she's still Esme. That whole thing you did with Nicholas, where he was naive and couldn't stop himself from falling for your charms and all that. Because y'all remember what she was doing to Cameron, where playing the woe is me. Cameron not falling for that like Nicholas did. So, but I wish Cameron would stay because I would have liked to see something happen between he and Esme. So, anyways, Cameron goes to Elizabeth and he tells her he's about to head out. And she said, okay, I'll see you at home. Now, Elizabeth did talk to Scott and Laura earlier, and she says Epiphany is not reaching back out, but she lets them know that she did was able to, she gets to go back to work, and so they're happy about that. But she says she feels like Epiphany is upset with her, and that's why she's not reaching out. And they said they're sure it's nothing. So when Cameron tells her she's going to go home, she tries to call Epiphany's phone. He's going to go home. She tries to call Epiphany's phone one more time, right? Excuse me, I'm sorry about that, my sinus. And when she tries to call her one more time, a police officer picks up and he lets her know he has horrible news or sad news, tragic news about Epiphany. So now we're starting to see that they're bringing in, because we've been seeing, okay, why is Epiphany not there? Because they didn't even explain why Epiphany wasn't at Portia's wedding. They're close. So now we're starting to finally see that Epiphany, they're writing into the storyline about the passing of Epiphany. I guess Sonia, they're finally writing it into a storyline. So then we see Lucy and Felicia, and Lucy is frustrated because she can't get a hold of Maxie. And Felicia said, I'm sure she's busy. Ain't nobody got time for Lucy. So then we see Bobby, Sasha, and Brooklyn all get together, and Brooklyn is like, we need something hot and sexy and something that's gonna take it over a top of performance. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn on music down. So, and then in walks Chase. But Felix comes and gets Chase, and then Brooklyn is like, Sasha's like, listen, Brooklyn, he still has some kind of feelings for you. So I don't know what happened, but you need to go ahead and let him have feelings. So Brooklyn started telling Sasha, no, I don't think so. She started telling her everything that's happened. And Sasha just like, you got a chance to win him over. So then we see Maxie has talked to Lucy and she wants to be in on the conversation. So Maxie is like, okay, you can listen in, but stop chattering in my ear. So they're all talking and they said Bobby should close the ball, and Lucy is like, no, because like Bobby cannot be the person that closes my nurse's ball. This is, I've worked on this for years or whatever. She just don't want Bobby to do it. You know how those two are. And so Maxie finally just cuts the earplug off because she's trying to talk to him, but Lucy all in her ear telling her every ideal is bad. And so then she tells Lucy, because she's telling Lucy, well, we have this idea and we have that idea, and Lucy was like, oh my gosh, that's not great. And she said, listen, don't call me anymore. You need to text me from now on. That's it. I'm not picking up. And so then Lucy's just like, oh my gosh, the nurse's ball is going to go. I have to be there. I said, what you about to do? You cannot escape again, ma'am. So then we go over here to Brooklyn and Chase, and they talking about, Felix is asking them what kind of love song is it, and Chase said optimistic, hopeful, and Brooklyn said no, it's about loss. And then they going back and forth. I said, I don't care about you two. So then we see Anna and Valentine, and Ashby is there, right? She's on the phone with them and they telling her, girl, because she sees the it's the key where you can read the diamonds. Victor has dropped it or whatever, and she like, I can get it. But she doesn't tell them that. She just like, she's not gonna pull out yet. She should have left, but she didn't because she wanted to try to get it. Because she wants this to be over with, right? So then Lucy not Lucy, then Felicia, Anna, and Valentina, like, they was trying to tell Ashby to get out, but she wouldn't. So Felicia's like, well, maybe, she can get the key and then all of this will be over and everything's going to work out fine. Don't look to the negative. But they're worried because they was like, oh, no, this don't feel good. This don't feel right. So then Diane meets up with Robert. He's downstairs at the Metro Court. He waiting on Ashby to come down or whatever. And Diane is going up to speak to Alexis. And they talking or whatever. And then Robert gets a phone call from Anna, and she tells him, listen, Eileen is tripping. She went rogue on us. So you need to get up there and help her. And she's like, okay. I guess they went, okay. So Diane is like, where you going? He said, oh, I'm going to upstairs or whatever. So she was like, oh, well, I'm going to go with Anna. So then she said, what you doing going to a hotel room? He said, I was meeting somebody. She said, in a hotel room? Doesn't Victor stay on this floor? And because he said he meeting Eileen and all that. And she was like, something going on here. And he tells her, listen, Diane, go meet Alexis. And she said, okay. And so Robert trying to get into the hotel room because he said, I'm gonna bust this door open. He tells her all about Victor or whatever. He don't tell her the whole story, but he tells her enough to let her know that something going on. And then she comes back and he said, what you doing back? And she said, I have a key. So she paid the maid $40 to let her get the master key to get into the room. And when they get into the room, Eileen is no longer there. And they're like, oh Lord. So Eileen is not there because Victor has taken her to the bridge, right? So he taken her to the bridge and they patted her down and found the key to be able to read the diamonds. She took it and he said, Eileen, that's not supposed to be with you. And Eileen gives it up, baby. Eileen was trying to save her skin. So she said, I can help you. And he said, what you mean? And she said, Anna and Valentina's still alive. So is Lucy. They took me to a place. Felicia did it, and so is Robert. They all in on it. They all know I was working for you. And so, yeah, I could help you. And I said, girl, why would he need you alive for? You just gave it all up. You got to give up this ghost for giving him all that information. It's over for you, sir. It's for you, ma'am. You might as well go ahead and do what you do with. And you might as well go ahead and throw yourself over the bridge because it's over. And so she says, and also, wait, one more no, let me go. So then they're all Valentine, Lucy, and Felicia are talking, right? And they get a call from Eileen, and she tells them, I'm out, I'm done. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I'm leaving, right? And she tells them, I'm done with this. That's it. I'm gone. And so she hangs up on them. And Anna said, oh, gosh, she sounded terrified, didn't she? And they said, she's gone. And if Victor knows she's gone, then it's over because she told them that she didn't blow their cover and anything like that. So they think that they're still in hiding. They're not. So then Eileen said, I did everything you wanted me to do. You said, I could be away. I could be done with all this. He said, no, I said you'll never see Anna Devane again. And baby, she tells him that they had a necklace too. Because they had already said, does he know it's a fake necklace and all that? Are we undercover? So she proved to him that they're all alive by doing the phone call. So Victor knows for sure she wasn't lying about that. And now because she was scared, so she gave it up about the necklace too being a fake, and they got the real necklace. So he was like, okay, I'm done with you now. And then he just flipped her over the bridge. It's not funny, but it's the way he just flipped her over the bridge. I said, I'm sick of this storyline. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm sick of this storyline. If Eileen survived, I don't see how. The girl is dead. The girl is gone. She gave up the ghost. She gave up the information, and then he made her give up the ghost too. And so that was General Hospital today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on tomorrow for an episode. Going forward, if you're watching this and it says Lanikia TV, I will no longer have reviews April the 3rd. Starting next week, April the 3rd, I will no longer have the reviews on this channel, Lanikia TV. You need to look for the channel that just says Lanikia. That's where the reviews will be. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.